Trump raids government offices. Elon Musk is executing this task. Trump fire all government bureaucrats, especially of certain departments like DOE, FEMA, USAID, and others. Trump is conducting audit of all departments, including defense, Pentagon, uh, disaster relief, transport, and others. Contracts, if it has connection with DEI, are getting cancelled. Billion of dollars are saved. Yet it makes government bureaucrats unhappy. They are protesting. Democrats join the bureaucrats and their voices are rising very loud. They file lawsuits to the courts and hence judge on behalf of bureaucrats blocks Trump's executive order. Trump and especially Elon Musk said they will defy those executive orders. This creates constitutional crisis. We will explore in this video who is right and who is wrong. And hence we begin. We already know what FEMA did. Example, they give billion of dollar to Pakistani hotel who were housing illegal migrants in millions, whereas giving only $700 to the victims of hurricane in North Carolina and fire in California. Second is FBI. They are conducting lots of corruption. They funded illegal migration. They help church, especially Catholic Church, facilitating illegal migration. Third is USAID. USAID is a next level story. Every day something is coming out. We don't even know what is happening. One latest scam has come out that USAID funded al-Waki, who was Al-Qaeda top wanted terrorist. His education in Colorado when he was staying in United States, and Pentagon, other departments. Nefarious deal is also getting investigated by Donald Trump and especially his friend Elon Musk, who is head of Doge. But people should have been happy, right? That things will get all right. No. Bureaucrats are unhappy because their privileges are getting snatched. Their monopoly is getting snatched. Their power is also getting snatched. Hence, they're protesting alongside their Democrat allies and some internationalist Republicans. What are its root cause? Why they are protesting in first place? All it has root in Woodrow Wilson and McKinley, whom Trump endorsed, but he is not correct. McKinley said we must be a bully of the world, and Woodrow Wilson gave blueprint of how bureaucracy must function. In fact, Woodrow Wilson was deeply influenced by Max Weber, who is called father of bureaucracy. They said that bureaucrats must not be fired. They must be kept as long as they are not retired. Why? To keep stability. But in name of stability, inefficiency is going very high. And hence bureaucrat does not want to lose this battle. And that is why bureaucrats feel entitled. But why judges and courts will take the sides of bureaucrats against Trump executive order? We will explore here. And this is where the real answer and somewhat a dirty answer comes out. Because judiciary itself is a form of bureaucracy. We will see how. Judiciary's judges have tie with law firms, and law firm creates lawyer. United States government is largely controlled by lawyers, bureaucrats, big businessmen, basically oligarch or mercantilist, and some heavy intellectuals. As a result, they control US policy within and outside the border. And that's where every cocktail begins. The judge of the court are unaccountable if they make nefarious and unconstitutional deal. Why? Because all have interconnection with each other. The laws of the court are itself biased, especially since 1910s. What happened in 1910s? You guessed it right. At the end of 1910s and early 1920s, there was heavy amount of neoclassicalism that influenced US government, especially under Woodrow Wilson, Hardinge, Hoover, and Coolidge. Again, the worst presidents in the American history. This time, all biased divorce law was made, family court was established, neoclassical anti-business law was made, anti-legal migration law was passed. Basically, one after another bad policy was made, and voting right was given to females, which somewhat is quite a controversial decision at that time, considering that women were not drafted into the war, only men were drafted into the war. And this was the time from where all form of injustice began. Example, these all gag order, these all anti-male judgments, these all anti-business judgment, anti-freedom judgment also came up during this time. Sedition law was also passed at this era, and so was surveillance law, which further got strengthened under George Bush Patriot Act, which increased more surveillance and more crackdown on common citizen, whereas letting terrorists pass the buck. And this is how United States got corrupted, especially its judicial system. All thanks to Woodrow Wilson and president after him. Lawyer often cheats customers, the clients. Especially we can see this in divorce cases. Like lawyers on the behalf of feminist cause deceive the customer, and ultimately customer is jailed. We can even see this in India in case of Atul Subas. And hence, this is how form of layer of injustice is getting worse and worse every day. So what can be done to solve this pathetic situation? Only one word answer: reform. Judicial reform is urgently needed. And how we can do this? We have to urge your senators and House Rep, and in India, member of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, to tell that see, the justice system is getting beyond insane and beyond corrupt. It has to be cracked down and it has to be reformed very quick. And what kind of reform is necessary and has to be done urgently? These are the following. First and foremost, make a law to cancel lawyer's license if he cheats his customer. That must be the most important reform needed. When shopkeeper can't cheat his customer and he can be punished if he does so, why can't be a lawyer? Why can't lawyer do that? Why can't lawyer be accountable to people? Second, same thing must be passed on judge, and it must be made easier to impeach the judge, because so far the impeachment process is very tough. Why? Because to keep stability of court and to keep court independent. But in the name of independence, you are actually increasing dependence and tyranny. Judges are not elected by people. Hence, either you should make election of the judges, or else make impeachment process of judiciary easier based on some background, like he has cheated so much of laws, he has cheated so much of people, he has committed so much of corruption, and on and on and on. Third is dissolve specific codes, especially family codes, business code, and so on. Here, in the name of family, laws or judgment are passed not based on evidences but based on assumption and based on manipulation. This court must be dissolved. Everything should be only based on evidence and practicality. Criminal law also must get reformed, and so is civil law. There should be only two type of courts. And here one thing, India is above United States, that is the jurisdiction is very specified, unlike in America. In India, the law of the national level can be only passed by Supreme Court. The judgment, the decision of the national level and sometime international level can be only decided by Supreme Court. Lower court cannot supersede it. Lower court cannot even take decision on national issues. This does not exist in United States. In US, even a district court can decide the national case. That is insane. So hence, United States has to make jurisdiction of law very clear. Second thing is that US have some confusion that 10, 5, 5, 7 state, 1 circuit court, 6, 7 state, 1 district court, so on. This kind of non-clarity needs to be solved. Like we have to make all 50 states have all 50 high courts. Second, and under 50 high court there must be many district courts. 2. Yes, one thing about US judicial system is good, better than India. That is, they give judgment very fast. Unlike India, that drag court case on and on and on in order to suck more and more money. Hence, these reforms are very needed. And yes, most importantly, we have to revoke nonsense biased laws. Either completely repeal it or else change it. And more importantly, we have to stop government interference in courts. And especially we have to deal in government policy on enforcing judgment, especially if it is unconstitutional. These are some of the ways through which judicial reform can be done. My advice to JD Vance, President Trump, Elon Musk, and even leaders of any other country is that if you want to reform US government itself, yes, you did good with bureaucracy, but it is not enough. You have to change the entire judicial system. You can't just say that I will impeach this judge and work will be done. No. You have to completely overhaul and reform judicial system. There are good lawyers. There are good judges. Take help from them and seek solution. Yes, we know that lawyer only serve the customer, but there are many lawyers who are cheaters, and they must be eradicated through revoking their license. This is only way through which America can be saved. If judicial system is not reformed and not taken down its current form, then all the orders, all the action passed by Trump will not last after 4 years. If Trump wants to succeed, he has to step his foot on judiciary. He has to conduct audit on judiciary. Thank you. If you do like the video, do press like button, do press subscribe button, do comment and do share your video to your loved one. Namaste.